Get a two-strand twist? Or something different?
So then in the fourth quarter, I played 3 minutes.
I really don't know. What you think I should
15
get?
rebounds and then
It's up to
2
you,
minutes.
really.
But the question is, he got to
What's
answer
gonna
my
make
question
you grow
too.
the
It
ball?
ain't Dennis Rodman ain't did hard enough.
It's not that any of them is gonna make him grow,
What made him only give you 2 minutes? Where did you go?
but I guess which one?
That was my paper. They paid
I mean-
Davis all that money to play that position. Is that what I got to a fight on the bench?
To me, styling is just about making it last, so you don't really have to manipulate your hair.
Was it just like a disagreement? It was just a disagreement. You wanted more than 2 minutes?
So any style that you really get, so you don't really have to do anything with it.
I wasn't finna fight for that. That was my brother. That's good, though. That was good.
Yeah, you can do
So,
that like
I feel like
two-strand.
it changed when you got dread.
Okay.
It changed when I got dread. You just came with like forced activity. Like when you got dreads, you came like kind of like ruthless. You feel like the dreads trying to change your life a little bit? Yeah. What made you get them? Shit, when I first got them, I was like, shit, I had a little young girlfriend at the time. You was focused on love. I was in love with it. Not the game. I was always in love with the game. That's never stopped. That's why I've been playing for 18 years. So, I wanted to get my hair some locks. I go ahead and do that for you. So when it came to when you did do the Slum Dunk contest, when that all planned out, when you did the Superman thing, you already knew like how that was gonna go, or was that just on the spot? Just thought of it. Superman is in the building. Yes, he is. Clark Kent is winning the phone booth, and he comes out, and Superman has came to the building. Oh, actually, I had got the outfit the night before I went to Party City. It was some onesies. I couldn't fit that. I was going to wear a onesie out there. Right. So I gave it up. And it worked. Fighter pilot. It's not what I am. It's who I am. Top Gun Maverick. Now streaming on Paramount Plus. You know that was gonna like go crazy. So if you can help us out, or anybody like that's coming up, what advice do you get in like that you like don't do this? This is what I did. This is what I think I wouldn't know what to do. So it depends on what they're asking about. What about changing different things? Changing different things? So you feel like I can't people. It's just like if I worked at McDonald's and I didn't want to work at McDonald's no more. So I'm Burger King. So you want to go to the next door and that take off. Well, I don't have nothing to do with baby life. My job is to make money for my kids and keep moving forward. So what would you pick if you had to eat one for like a week? Oh, dang, that's stuff. Shit. Well, I like McDonald's fries, but I like the Whopper. You only got to pick one. You're right, I'm going to go McDonald's. All right, Burger King, right here, 4K. You lost an endorsement there. That's totally fine. I had a deal with McDonald's. So Burger King was right there, huh? Just lost it at 4K. You could clip it out if you paid us. How much you fighting for? 15. Trash. She ain't getting shit. I ain't getting my damn shit. He been talking shit about me the whole time. So right now, I say like when it comes to ratings, let's say like 2 years ago, when did they give his rating? You talking about last season? Yeah, when they give it. What would you give it? The year they won? Yeah, it's okay. I gave May 8. I gave May 8. I know they ain't gonna give you no good rating. I feel like that's the reason why they won him with it. So what's up with you and Skip? Did you ever get to sit down and talk? Skip. Baby. Skip. Oh, baby? Oh, no. Because you talk a lot about him. He do. He talk a lot of trash. When I was young, I did say some things about him. It was on the phone.
No, it was just like in person, like what I wanted to do if I saw it, because I was upset at a lot of stuff he said on TV.
So you're emotional.
I'm not emotional at that point. I was just upset at some things he said.
So,
Because a lot of times what people say on TV could mess up your money and all that stuff.
So you would take that back if you could?
No, I was just me expressing myself. I understand how to handle myself. I won't actually hit nobody.
So do you feel like you're a great player?
Hell yeah.
Charles Barkley think different?
That's fine.
You gotta say about Charles.
Nothing. He can think whatever he want to think about me. I know who I am.
So like y'all 2 1-on-1.
God bless his dad.
What you think?
It don't matter what he think.
Boy, he puts his ass.
Like I said,
That's fine. Whatever he think.
I don't get barking on credit.
You ain't giving me no credit.
I'm finna give it to you.
3-time defensive player of the year.
When you
He's not
talk about
scoring.
that, I get
He's not scoring.
you was a beast in Orlando.
I was a beast in Charlotte.
Nah, you kinda went
You
down.
a lie. You a lie. You a lie. You a lie. You're not gonna even say it. I'm not gonna even let that come out your
You got
mouth.
some lean.
30 and 32 in Charlotte. That's a record. No, I had 30 and 32 in one game.
Now average 18 and 13, my guy.
That's good.
Okay, so when you talking about 18 and 13,
I feel like you ain't the same player. But we talking about right now. He's talking about the last.
Right now, I mean, I don't even say, are we
talking about
Charlotte?
Yeah, he talking about one game.
I'm not talking about one game.
Mark that with 25 and 25.
25 to 25 and 30 and 30.
But that don't make you better, though.
I'm better than him. And you're not gonna tell me
I
any
want you to
different.
say you supposed to say you better.
He know that.
Why do you feel like that? Barkley can shut him down. Like, hey,
I don't think Wally can stop him.
Then what is he talking about? If he can't stop me, how he gonna beat me? What stop?
So you just thinking
What
it's
stop?
a game.
He too small. He too small. You talking about he quicker than me? He gotta get to the basket.
That big moving motherfucker gonna bag you in.
Man, you tripping. I done played against people way stronger than
That's how I know you don't know nothing about basketball. You just be talking shit.
I know this.
you just be talking shit. I'm not emotional. Because I'm talking.
You get
It's
sick.
a friendly conversation about basketball.
Yeah, so now if he gonna get on TV and call me trash all this time and I'm telling him to his face, nigga, I know who I
You
am.
supposed. I want
Okay,
you.
man, so don't be saying that.
You want me to play better.
What you want trash come from?
So what do you
People tell me I need to play better. That ain't the truth.
You don't know shit about what's going on in basketball. You don't know shit about what's going on.
You don't know none of that shit. You don't know none of that shit. You don't know what's going on.
Okay, good question.
You don't know what's going on.
What makes somebody that? What makes
This the meaning behind trash. Even LeBron, I love to death. Other day, shot an airball. Trash. That don't mean you're a trash individual.
That make you trash because you shot an airball.
At that moment,
That make you trash because you shot an airball.
Absolutely.
Because you missed one shot.
No, you say
Get out of here.
y'all getting y'all feelings, y'all.
How was that getting our feelings? How was that the truth?
So let's take it to the stand-up.
Tough.
So like you do one bad joke on stand-up set. Did that make you just a trash comedian?
I was trash at that time. I said
Is when you say one bad joke?
Yeah.
But you kill the whole show.
Yeah, I was trash. At that moment, I was trash.
No, I'm just saying. So you say a bad joke.
Yeah.
They don't laugh, but you kill the show. They make it a trash
I
show.
make a trash show.
Also, you just say
So if I had 45 points in the game and I missed one shot, that mean I had a bad game?
If you missed the game, we get shot.
I just.
So he missed the game.
He'll never play basketball in the NBA with the way he thinking and talking.
I know I'm not.
Because you don't even know what you're
I
talking
know I'm
about. Talking
not
about
in
it's
the
the
NBA.
truth.
I'm a comedian. I know what I'm good at.
And what you're saying,
Must be, I'm right here.
So-
Shit.
what you're saying about
No,
basketball,
but you missing the logic of it, Dwight. How you a great player. You can go out here and get 20 rebounds, 20 points. But you go to the free throw line and can't make a free throw. Trash.
keep going.
That's why I'm telling
Whatever.
you. Keep going. See, people look at, oh man, you don't know what. Maybe I don't. But what I'm saying is, just because I call you trash, don't take it personal.
I'm not taking it personal.
Yeah,
No, I'm not.
It's a lighter on the couch, baby. It's a lighter on the couch, baby.
Same way with the way I was the other day when I'm on, playing
No,
basketball. He
what did
see
I
me, he make
see?
2 dunks. He run right over there. Trash.
Yeah,
Nigga, I'm in
yeah,
your
yeah.
head, nigga.
Go.
I don't play you.
You see. So you got manners?
Do I got manners?
Mhm.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you said my bitch say bless you, you can have her.
Facts. What you mean?
That's manners though, right?
Yeah, but we talk about me. That's
Right.
the
So your
difference.
girl can't have manners.
Fuck no. She
Why
would
not?
not say, what you mean?
Mhm.
Would you be cool with your girl saying, seeing a random nigga Y'all sitting down for dinner and shit. Y'all across from this nigga. You feel me? She, bless you. Fuck is you doing? You keep your dick sucking hands to yourself. Yeah, don't say nothing to that man. What you blessing him for? Bless
What
me.
if you say bless you to your uncle?
Who the fuck? Same difference. Fuck him.
You don't fuck with your uncle?
Which uncle though?
Which one you don't like?
My mama gonna be mad at.
Let's do it. So when it comes to like your women, let's build your perfect one. Like what's perfect for you when you can build her from like energy, looks.
Bro, I really love dark skinned women.
Mm-hmm.
Like if she ain't dark, I don't want her for real.
Mm-hmm.
And I ain't hating like on the light skinned women.
Mm-hmm. And would you want her to be good? Like you want a good girl?
No, I want a truthful girl.
Mm-hmm. Truthful, honest.
Yeah, as long as she truthful, you know what I mean?
Right, but you're the same person that said you only like hookers.
You know what? I do. But like for fun.
What is a hooker?
A woman that love her truth, should I say?
Break that down.
A woman that love her truth. Break a woman that love her truth now. A woman that don't lie about nothing. You feel me? Like you got girls that'll probably slide through it. She just sucked another nigga dick 2 days ago. She'd never say that on baby Jesus. No, they'll never tell you that. But the girls that I fuck with, that I'm cool with, they ain't got no shame. They'll tell you. You feel me? That's the gangster part.
Matt, what is a hooker to you?
A hooker is someone that pays for having sex.
He says different.
Oh, nah.
I'm saying like a feature on the hook. If a girl rapping, she's on the singer, like on the hook, is she a hooker?
If a girl rapping on the hook, is she a hooker? No, I just think she an artist, man. I just think she an artist. That's it.
If you had to pick one, and I want you to be honest, you gotta get rid of them for the rest of your life.
Facts.
A cell phone or food, what would you pick?
Cell phone, man.
Wow.
Cell phone.
But cell phones get you far.
See, it's all about finesse. I have one of the guys around me, or I have a nice little chick around me that have a phone. Me personally, I don't gotta have a phone, but I gotta have food though. You know what I mean?
Favorite dish?
Gotta be like tacos.
Do you go for seconds?
I used to go for like thirds, fuck seconds.
You fall asleep a lot?
Hell yeah, I fall asleep in a quick minute, my boy.
Okay. So Matt, you was right. So Matt want to see how fast you fall asleep. So you're gonna wait. You gonna start the timer? Challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna see how fast you fall asleep.
I ain't gonna fall asleep fast.
You're about to do it right now. We're about to figure out.
There's too many people in the room.
You said you can fall asleep fast.
If I've been up for a while, yeah.
Alright.
Actually, I was up last night.
You can look down.
Getting crazy. I'm looking. Yeah. No, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck type shit is this, Marco? What you got going on?
Stop talking.
What the fuck is going on here?
So Tyree,
Hey, what's up? What's up, my guy?
so Tyree versus Pac-Man, what's the difference?
Entertainer, just regular person.
So who's Tyree?
Shit, me.
So you used to work at the post office.
Still do.
So how's that? What made you want to start rapping instead? Because that was good money.
I always rap.
You deliver mail?
We imagine a future. And our imaginings horrify us. They would fear it. Until they understand it. And they won't understand it. Until they've used it.
Yeah.
Like, what was your route? Did you get there on time?
Round 29.
Did you?
James Griffin.
Did you walk or you walk?
No. Rule, you feel me? We don't walk. That's city carriers. Them city carriers, them more uniforms. I can pop up at work just like this and go
Do what?
deliver a meal.
Are you that fast?
Yeah. I mean, you should see me out there, my boy.
I bet you I could beat the race in the parking lot.
He bet he can what?
Beat you in the race in the parking lot.
Beat me in a race in a parking lot? I bet you can. Shit, I ain't really gonna work
Oh,
on
you
it.
know. I thought you.
No, when delivering that mail, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Can he beat me delivering a mail? Fuck no, he couldn't.
Mm-hmm.
I got 100,000, he can't.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
What was the first big check that you seen? It was like, damn, this is a lot of money.
My first big one, man, when I looked at my streaming account, that bitch said 30,000. I paid off my whip, and that's
What kind of
it.
car was it?
It was a little Toyota.
You got in there?
For sure. It wasn't a Corolla, it was a Camry.
Did it go down when you got in?
Very comfortable.
When did you realize like you was like your life was changing?
After them streaming checks was coming, one was like, after that one was like 60,000, that bitch just kept going up. And then the label pulled up, like, here go 600 bands right here. And then it was just checks and checks
And
and
then you
checks.
signed a 360 deal?
Nah.
So what would you got out there, like information for upcoming artists?
Man, I feel like.
You sleep?
Cause I don't want to sound like every other rapper. Work hard, do music, just keep going. That bullshit, that's bullshit to me. If you're an artist, man, you really just gotta do shit different.
Like what?
Like, I just started saying crazy shit in my raps, started shooting videos, didn't wear jewelry, not going to go get a foreign car, some women, and shoot a video like that. Pull up, nigga, in an old folks home, nigga, and shoot a video on that bitch. Fuck with old people, pull up at the mall, running up on people. It's just, bro, different is better, because when everybody doing the same, you just stick out, you feel me?
And you know I'm talking about people that paint, like artists.
Yeah, same.
Not
same.
rappers. You said like,
Same, bro. Same difference. It still apply, my boy. I like that. Don't you just try to do that, but same shit apply.
So would you rather slap the person near you every time you sneeze or lose tasting in food?
Lose tasting.
So why not slap the person next to you every time you sneeze?
Who the fuck wanna get a lawsuit every time a nigga sneeze, bro?
I'm just saying, think about it though. The tasting is very important.
Fuck tasting. It's about this money.
Have you ever done that before?
Never in my life.
Could you do one for us right now?
Fuck no. Why would I break my neck for you? Why would I do something like that? That's crazy, Marco.
Honestly, so for $1 million, you couldn't do it back with.
Fuck no. Can't take that million to the next nigga.
That's okay, take off your shirt.
Take off my shirt?
Yes.
What type of freaky shit is y'all got going on here, man?
No, because I seen it on the internet. You took off your shirt.
Where?
I Googled
In
it.
your video.
In my video?
You took off your shirt. I Googled it.
Where was that?
It was in your video.
It's on the internet.
Which one?
It's all over the internet. Google it.
Was that the pool
I
party?
think that was the one you was in the drive-thru too.
Hell no. We was at a pool party.
That was who it was?
Yeah.
Awesome. He wants you to do it on here.
Give me a
Take off
pool.
your shirt, I'll take off mine.
Give me a pool. Give me a pool with like 40 girls.
I have one girl.
No, I need 4. I need a pool.
She worked for it.
She
It's
worked
Squirt
for it?
P.
That's what's up.
It's Squirt P.
It's Squirt P?
Mhm.
It's Squirt P.
Mhm.
No, you think Squirt is P? I don't think Squirt is P.
Mhm.
Do it smell like P to you?
I don't know. I never witnessed it.
Damn, my
Have
boy,
you?
you ain't never witnessed the Squirt?
Have you?
You cap.
Mhm.
I don't think Squirt P.
But have you witnessed it?
I can't answer that. You throwing me in a trick bag with that answer, bro. And I can't tell you why.
Think so?
You see my
Squirt
picture
is
today?
P to you?
Prove it back. It's a proof effect.
Squirt is P.
Mhm.
You said that.
So do you like get peed on?
This is wet.
Are you gonna get another one?
That's up to you. You feel like your shirt is wet or anything.
Going places and having fun with friends and family. Visit your local Chevy dealer, and when you find your red tag, you find your deal. Find new moments, find new roads. Chevrolet.
That's a trick bag question, bro. I tell you, I can't answer
I'm
that.
just asking, do you like getting peed on? It's
Do
okay.
I like getting peed on? Bro, what? Bro, first off, squirt is not pee.
Oh, like pee. He said it's not pee, like player.
Nah,
That's what he meant.
nah. Squirt is not pee. You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Sparta speak?
I just trust Google, bro.
Oh, okay.
And Google, according to Google, is the involuntary emission of the urine during sexual activity.
What's the most expensive thing that you done bought since you being who you are? You got time to answer? Just you can talk. Leave the camera on. Now I'm not talking to you. It's still rolling. Tell them the most expensive thing. I'll be right back. I'm gonna do something else real quick.
I would have to say a crib. Still on? Okay.
Roll it, you roll it. Go ahead, sir.
Tell them say it over. Just like the mic will pick up.
Look at real estate.
Look into this camera right here.
Look at real estate.
You said it one more time, I didn't pick it up.
Say it one more time.
No, what you said.
What'd I say?
What's your favorite thing to do?
What's my favorite thing to do? Hip hop journalism.
Do you believe in aliens?
Do I believe in aliens? I don't believe in aliens though.
Are you talking about that scene where you want him to say you don't like aliens to get the viral
I'm
moment?
trying to get him to say something to help him.
Okay. So basically, he just wants something. He wants a viral moment out of this. So he wants you to say that you don't believe in aliens and look at what camera.
This one I have, mermaids would be better.
Yeah. Say I don't believe in mermaids.
Well, no, with this girl, this new black girl, there's a mermaid.
Who?
Chloe Bailey, what's the mermaid's name?
Oh yeah, that's my nigga DDG girl.
Yeah.
What
But
about
he just said he don't want you to say I don't believe in mermaids.
Man, what type of fuck shit is you on?
Tell them why you
I
want
don't
to say.
believe in mermaids. It's not that I don't fuck with them. I just never seen one.
I know, but he
You
didn't.
can't say that to Disney.
What do you want him? What do you want him to say?
I love mermaids.
Oh, I love mermaids. I thought you said you don't.
I ain't never seen one of them.
He just said for a clickbait.
3, 2.
I love mermaids.
Do it look believable?
He said it's sweet.
You don't like it?
Man, Captain, he wasn't even looking at the camera.
No, he's talking about your energy. Huh?
Man, how the hell you know he's talking? What you talking about?
No, I believe it. He just do it one more time. What's your name? What's your name again?
Pat.
Pat?
Pat.
Pat, I need you to say it one more time, and after you do that, I can get you out here. There is nothing we got.
Okay.
We'll find it.
Man, I just said I love mermaids twice.
I know, but
You
you
know how many
smell.
times I want me to say,
You got one?
do I cuddle with mermaids? I've never seen a mermaid before. Do I cuddle? I'm too fat to cuddle.
He
I
not.
hate
He
cuddle.
thick.
I
He
like
not.
being a
He
little
thick.
spoon.
No, he not. He thick.
Thick, that's some zesty shit. You call another man thick, just say fat, bro.
No thick.
Mm-mm. That's zesty.
So if you're
bro.
walking down the street, if I do say, "Heal me thick," what you gonna do?
First off, I'm not even gonna put myself in that position.
If you walking on a quick trip and 5 dudes standing on the side of it, you get gas from quick trip.
I'm gonna tell that nigga to watch his mouth. Cause what you mean thick? You mean thick. I don't think that's cool. Calling another man
Thick
thick.
is like this thick with a lot of meat. You got a lot of meat.
But that ain't thick. That's fat, bro. Like relax. Like you gotta relax. All y'all niggas in here, y'all got to relax. Like I feel like everybody should just relax.
And be thick.
No, just relax.
Right. So would you
The
be?
cameraman right here, he keep pulling up his shirt, showing his stomach. I don't know what the fuck is going on in here. I don't know what's going on.
It's the show.
Right? Like, what? Show them what you're just doing. No, you had your whole fucking stomach out. Like show.
Yeah. It's his first day on the job. What's your name?
Gorilla?
Yeah. I don't call him that because I don't know him.
You call him thick though?
He like medium thick.
Appreciate it.
But you call him medium thick.
You big thick.
Who big thick? Bro, what type of shit?
And when he like, he, you
I've
know,
accepted it.
he wide thick.
I prefer large.
Blessed thick too. And you blessed.
Yes, I am.
Because we can call women thick. Why can't we call men thick?
There's nothing wrong with that. Thick with opposite sides or surfaces that are a great or relatively great distance apart. So like the nipples, because they're thick, are one's on this side and one's on the other, that kind of thing.
So wide.
Yeah, with opposite sides or surfaces.
Damn, there you go. Wow, that's That's a good
I
one.
don't like being called wide. That means like you're double wide.
Yeah.
No. Double wide, that's just mean you double wide. And wide means you just wide.
But you like thick shit, right?
What you mean thick shit? Oh, okay. Just gotta make sure with you, man.
No, I'm just saying.
You trying to throw niggas in the blender.
No, I don't. I'm saying like thick women.
Thick women.
Mm.
Yeah, they cool. Thick women, slim women, old women, tall women, big women. You ever met little person? You ever had a little person? Sorry.
They call them dweebs.
Who called them dweeb?
That's what the proper way to call them.
You call them dweeb.
I don't usually call nobody name.
Me neither. That's what I'm saying. Why the fuck you say they call them dweeb?
No, because LA and Hollywood, when I was doing the movie, they said that's the proper way to do it.
So you was in there calling little people dweebs?
I did not have that part.
But you was in there, so you was like, oh, they go that little dweeb.
No, my part was honestly, I didn't have no speak and sing. I opened the door and said, yeah.
So you wasn't in your head like, that's that little dweeb nigga.
Nah.
You lying.
Not because I was on set. I'm terrible. I wasn't on set with him.
You just said you opened the door.
No, not for him. I had a part in the movie in LA.
Right. So when they told you.
I heard that we was doing a table read.
Right.
And the dude had said that word, and he said, no, we call them dweebs. So this was the table read in a Zoom call. Any more information?
I just want to know, like, what you call them little people dweebs. Have you ever had sex with a little person? A little woman? You never did that before? You want to?
I'm married.
You married? When that happened?
5 years ago.
5? Damn, shut up. We was just in LA, boy, you just wilding like a motherfucker.
That's crazy, because I don't know you. I don't know you.
No, you don't know me.
I don't.
So you was with that little.
Let's talk about it.
Wow, this is crazy. No, you
I
don't
think
know me.
you're a comedian.
No, I'm just.
You're a comedian rapper.
I didn't know you was married, bro.
Yeah.
I would have told you don't do that. You.
Tell the world what I did.
I look like 6'9".
You already did it, right?
What are you talking about, bro?
Oh, 6'9".
Wow.
How much you weigh?
I wasn't even talking about weight or height. I ain't checked lately. Last time I checked, I was like 370.
What you got coming up next? What could the fans be looking for?
Man, I'm recording my album. Trying to get you on that bitch.
Weird. I don't think gonna 6'9" me.
No, I ain't trying to 6'9" you. I'm just saying, I'm trying to get you on my album, but you had just bitches galore around 24/7. Like, bro, relax. Like, damn, niggas trying to get work done. You just got bitches on bitches on bitches on bitches on bitches. Like, why do you need that many? Why?
So what
Then we get here today, you say you married. Bro, that is crazy. This is crazy, my boy. Need to pray for you. They need to do you like Lamar Odom. You need to go rehabilitation. But I enjoyed the time, though. I ain't gonna lie, because you had them on deck. Yeah, you had them coming back to back to back, my boy.
There you go. I want y'all to give it up for Pac-Man. Yeah, he did his shot. He's right. He's smiling. He's not gonna blush. He's blushing. They said Soulja Boy was the first person to get on Gangsta's Grills. Is that correct?
That's definitely false.
But he said he's the first rapper.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's
I think you're lying.
Because everything ain't good.
I feel
Everything ain't bad.
Right.
Do you accept the bad when it do happen?
I just don't respond.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
So when the kids call stressing you out, you don't text them back.
No, Tip is the first person to say next week, you bastard.
So you took it away.
You got paid for that.
As a mother, having health insurance gives me one less thing to worry about. For $0 a month, my plan covers prescriptions and my mental health services. It really gives me the peace of mind I need. Healthcare.gov is here for millions like you.
Where did the name come from?
I kind of took it. I had these two homeboys when I was like 15, 16. One was named Hakeem, one was named Bakari. And Bakari was from Senegal. His last name was Dramet. And my man Hakeem, he was the biggest Pac fan back in the day. He used to always call him Bakari, DJ Drama. And then I was like, damn, that shit sound powerful. Like that's. And I was like, yo, you using that? He was like, nah. I was like, you don't mind if I. So kind of took it.
So you just lied to me in my face.
No, that's a true story.
No, you said you asked him for it. You didn't take it.
Well, I did ask him.
Yeah. If you asked and take it.
So I asked.
Yeah. You lied to me.
I didn't take it.
You just said you took it.
I mean,
You fucked up.
He gave it to me.
That's 4K. That shit recorded.
He gave it to me.
Are you safe? Are you okay?
In life?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, your name is Drama. I ain't a lot of shit be going down.
I mean, you know, it's been a gift and a curse.
What's the most expensive thing you bought in a day?
In a day?
In a day.
The most expensive thing I bought in a day. Probably a home.
I said Soulja Boy was the first person to get on Gangsta's Grills. Is that correct?
That ever had against me?
Yeah, that's it.
I think you're lying.
Why you think I'm lying?
I don't think Soulja Boy ever said that. Cut to it right now and show it.
They did it.
He wasn't.
Speaking of Gangsta Grills, why don't you just call it barbecue grills?
Barbecue grills? Just doesn't have the same ring to it.
You don't like barbecue?
Barbecue is good, but barbecue grills and gangster grills, like, it flows better. You don't think so?
Everybody got their own opinion. So who's your favorite rapper you don't work with a project like that? This was just history, like the top one. Let's say top two.
Top two?
That's good. Give it up, y'all. Why'd you pick them?
I didn't answer. Can I answer?
Let's give it up for me. That's all. That's good.
Tyler and Lil Wayne. And
Tyler?
And then Jeezy.
Tyler?
And then Pharrell.
Tyler the Crib?
Yeah. They got me a Grammy.
I did the part? Yeah, we did.
We did.
What song was that?
It's a whole project called Call Me If You Get Lost.
So is it safe to call you if you get lost?
Absolutely.
What's your number? I don't have it.
Yeah, I give it to you.
Call you if I need some
I'm not
money.
gonna say it out loud.
No, you don't.
I thought I gave it to you on the plane. Say Andrew just called you?
Yeah, that is what I told him.
That's right. Yeah, I just left him.
I'll be right back.
With everything you have on your plate, earning your degree online seems impossible. But at Grand Canyon University, we specialize in helping you fit a master's degree in nursing into your busy day. Achieve your goals with a plan and team behind you. Balance online coursework and in-person, local clinical, practicum, or immersion hours as you work towards graduation while leaving room for what matters. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu.
I might get
I don't
lost.
have my phone though, so if you,
Y'all give me his phone?
if you get lost,
I might run to the store.
you don't know how to get there?
I'm gonna call you probably.
Alright, let's see. I might help you. You just left me up here. Yeah.
Okay. It's the right number.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna
Alright.
think about it.
Y'all, he gave me the right number. Y'all give him a round of applause. You're a real one. You're a real one.
I got you.
You're a real one.
Yeah,
So you know what that means.
what's that mean?
My cousin is an uppercut rapper. If you don't get that feature, leak.
I don't believe you.
You don't believe me?
Nah,
His name is Up and Coming. Have you heard about him?
I think so.
Yeah, he Up and Coming.
So his name is up and coming and he's up and coming?
Yeah.
What happens if he pops?
Crazy. Up and Coming pop.
What happens if he becomes a fucking superstar?
Up and Coming pop superstar.
It has a ring to it.
Ringtone. So like, explain like what is like your personality? What do you like to do besides what you like to do?
What I like to do, I'm a movie buff. I'll be in the crib, watch movies, work out, hang with my kids,
You
and
like comedy?
love comedy.
All right, let's give it up for Chief Nash Myron, y'all.
What's up?
What's up, man?
So how you doing, man? What's up, man?
What's poppin'?
So my son, dog, he just got a dog today, man. My daddy, man, I think, man, he just came in my life today.
What?
And I'm trying to tell you, man, I was trying to go outside and the sky was blue still. Blue sky, man. This is crazy, man, outside, man. I got shit right now, too.
Oh my God, God. Great job. Yeah. What'd you think? Be honest.
It was alright. Got some work to do. Yeah.
So you don't like comedy?
I do like comedy.
Everybody's laughing but you.
I was laughing. Yeah, I was laughing
You
with
were
him.
smiling at him.
I think like he has to take his stories and kind of, put some more into it.
So you like drama stories?
I'm just saying, like, when it comes to comedy, he had a beginning, but he didn't really have an end.
Who are you to say what comedy is? And you are a DJ.
Well, I mean, before I'm a DJ, I'm just a man.
DJ comedy. Give it up for DJ comedy.
That could have been a name, drama, comedy. So,
That wasn't fun.
yeah, that's why I'm not.
Give it up for him not being funny. Yeah. Yeah, I was going. But we do want to put spotlight on here that you do, like, work with great people when you put spotlight on people. So y'all give a round of applause for that. Come in and change people's life. Like, how do you actually feel like when you can actually, you know what I'm saying, take your art and take other people's art and make art?
It feels amazing. I mean, if you talk about changing lives and, like when it comes to artists, like, I think that's probably one of the things I love the most about, what I do. To be successful is dope, but then to also be able to watch the visions of others and, watch them go from budding talent to rock stars and superstars, like, that shit feels amazing.
So what was you doing take us way back?
Okay.
Right out of high school age, 20.
Yeah, so I graduated, I was 21. I never really got a quote unquote real job. I was like hustling mixtapes and DJing and creating gangster grills, and then, I was putting a lot into it, and then around 03, 04, 05 is when the shit really just took off.
Where'd it go?
It went to the moon.
Ever come back?
No, it hasn't come back since. It's been
Just gone.
It's been up.
So let's do a live pack right now. I want to see, are you good with conversating with people's skills are good? Or like getting out of the jam if you get in an awkward situation?
I guess you gotta test me.
Okay, let's do it. Let's say we at a wedding right now, right? You got booked.
I got booked.
And you setting up your equipment, people there, you know what I'm saying, it's slow. All right, that's the same. So you DJ. I come in. What the hell is he doing here? Why you here? We just plug up a fucking aux, use our phone.
I mean, first of all, I got paid to be here. Second of all, I'm great at what I do. So
cool story.
I mean, I can show you better than I can tell you.
I don't want to see it.
I'm already here. Everything's already set up. Like, you already paid me.
I didn't pay you. I just feel like I can use my aux. What are you gonna do different from my phone? Okay.
A lot. I mean, you're just playing songs off your phone.
Like, you want to screen us?
I'm definitely gonna entertain. I'm definitely gonna rock that mic.
I just don't get it.
Well, I mean, let's talk to the,
Are you hungry?
room. You can make me a plate if you want.
I'll give you a knuckle sandwich.
No, that's not gonna happen. I mean, I promise you that's not gonna happen.
Why?
It's not.
So you fighting DJ now?
I'm not here alone.
I don't want to fight. I just want to swing and let it be that.
That's not gonna happen either.
Give it up. Round of applause. What I did learn from that situation, you are controlling.
You think so?
Yeah, he's like, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I told you to leave. You still stayed.
If the person that booked me told me to leave, respectfully, I would leave.
So what is your advice to people that get their DJ equipment stolen? This shit happen every day.
So we're talking about DJs who actually have to bring all the equipment and production.
Where's the best place to keep it?
Maybe a van. Yeah, you can't break the windows in a van.
Have you tried it?
Never.
Usually vans don't have windows.
That's what I'm saying. So you keep it in the van.
Well, it depends on what type of van.
Yeah, I have an Astro van.
The actual van that has windows in it.
Yeah, it has windows all the way around.
That's probably not the best van to use if you're gonna be moving DJ equipment around.
That's the van I can afford.
Are you a DJ?
I am a DJ part-time.
You should probably look into getting another type of vehicle.
You can't afford it.
Yeah, I can't afford it.
No, if you have an Astro van, you can afford a van that doesn't have any windows.
It's a 1996 Astro van.
So get you a 96, like, convenient van.
They don't sell those anymore.
He going through something.
He got
But you have a company called Generation Now, and I'm Generation Now.
I feel like you generation yesterday.
Yeah.
Why?
He is a little old.
Why do you feel like I'm Generation Now?
Well, you are kind of
I'm
old.
already said.
I'm 48.
That explains it all.
Most of our artists are like 19, 20, 21.
He is a BBW, so he got.
What does that have to do with anything?
Wait, so what? Are you an artist or are you trying to get signed?
Yeah.
So
You want to hear the rap?
No, don't, please.
does he rap for everybody?
I mean, it's just
This is the first time I've ever offered because you're DJ Drama and you can put me on.
I mean, you know.
How do you feel about people that walk up to you and like put me on?
You know, everybody has a dream. I respect it.
But it's just coming at you and it's telling you what to do.
It's not really telling me, you know, like I was once out here hustling mixtapes.
Yeah, but he just told you, like, put me in. So I don't. Please don't let him rap.
You might be good.
Microphone check. My name is Big Mac. I never fat, never whack, never lack. I comes with big stacks.
What you think? I don't know if, you know, you suit Generation Now, but I think if you have a dream and a vision,
They give you like Ice She vibe.
you should keep going.
I keep going. Round and down, and rebound. Call me
I didn't mean keep going like right now. I meant just like with your dream.
Can you get the mic from him?
That's cool.
Well, feels a little 80ish.
Hardest part of your career.
You know, staying relevant. You know, I've been DJing literally 30 years this year. And I've been in the game since 04, 05, you know, so come out of the bag.
Right.
Because you wouldn't be here.
And she would have never met Trick Daddy.
I mean, you gotta go.
Trick Daddy's your daddy?
No, not that Trick Daddy.
The trick, like a real Trick Daddy.
Also, he's on Trick Daddy thing.
Nah, I don't. Trick Daddy, the rapper.
Need auto insurance? Well, you've come to the right place. You know, the internet.
What are we talking about?
We talking one woman, we talking about your dad.
Right, yeah. His name is Magic.
Your dad's name.
Right.
I'm not your daddy.
No, not you.
Oh, okay.
His name
His
is
name is Magic.
Right. But there is a rapper named Trick Daddy.
I say he's a poet. He's like, because baby, I'm a thug. Like I said, that's poet.
Rap is poetry.
Yeah, it can be.
I mean, you know, well, what do you think? What I do? Like when I talk on the tapes, right? My shit don't rhyme.
Right.
But I say very creative things. What do you consider that?
I call it messy because you're hopping on people's stuff and not letting them talk.
Well, I normally like where I
Gangsta Grills.
where I do my talking.
Yeah.
It's not.
See, that is rude. You do that. Yeah. See?
But you didn't space it out correctly. So like when I pause, then you say Gangsta Grills.
So why don't you talk like this on the intro? You yell on it.
Actually, it just depends on the project. Like if you go listen to Currency,
Yeah, you have to talk. You talk.
you know, I'll go with the music. So if it's
So how much have your voice made? Crazy, right? Have you ever thought about that?
that's crazy.
Right?
He gets paid to talk.
Yeah.
In between people's rapping, and he's not making sense.
No, it makes sense. I be saying some shit.
Listen,
what?
Like, alright. I mean, no, I be saying some shit. Like,
who is the bastard?
um,
The people with no fathers around? Because that's what bastard mean, right?
yeah, it's just like, it's for the non-believers.
Can we get you something? Can you do something with Kurt Franklin?
I would love that. I saw Kirk Franklin at the BET Awards.
Well, what would you say? Because you can't say Gangsta Girl, you bastards on his stuff.
Nah, I could say some shit though. I wouldn't say some shit, but you know, you know what I mean.
I'm trying to see.
Because people like to compare, like people will say like Kirk Franklin is the DJ Drama of gospel, or DJ Drama is like what Kirk Franklin is.
Some of the people I know.
I never heard that.
You never heard that?
Did you just make that up?
Nah, I swear to God.
If you did, he's cool.
I didn't. I swear to God. I've seen it on Twitter. I didn't make it up.
Yeah, I heard about it. I just didn't want to be on your side.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I mean, loyalty, I guess. You loyal to your team.
No, I don't really have a team.
That's your team. You should be loyal to your team.
They're not my team. Why you say that? Because we here. This is a job.
He's not lying.
Well, I mean, it's like Generation Now is my record label.
Could I be over there?
Huh?
Could I get signed?
We'd love to have you over there.
For sure.
Because you do numbers. I know you bringing us some money.
I'm really trying to get to it. I want to do some other shit like movies, and then we can actually do like a DJ movie or your story.
Okay.
Look, it's not a DJ movie out there. If you really think about it, like everything you've been through, put it in a movie written by me. I take every fucking thing. I'll take care of you later.
We can talk about it. I don't know about you taking everything.
I wouldn't do that. That's
yeah.
I edited that part out the video. I don't want to do that.
You can leave it in there.
I was. It's my show.
I know.
Featuring
DJ Drama.
Yeah. Hear that? Feature. It's my shit.
It's like your gangster grill.
Yeah. So when you talk on the show, is that your shit?
When I talk on like your show?
On the song?
Nah, it's more like featuring me.
You're the first rapper that don't rap.
I'm a DJ.
Or the first feature that don't rap.
Yeah. I mean, I be saying some shit. Like I said, I just can't make my shit rhyme. But I definitely be saying some shit. They lucky I'm not rapping.
Oh, you really can rap?
No, I can't. If I could, I would.
So how the hell would they be lucky?
They're lucky I'm not. That's what I'm saying.
Right. I mean, but if you can't.
My shit is so creative. Like I be really saying some shit. Like I just did this song with Snoop. You want to hear it?
Yeah, it's good.
Let me see my phone.
That'd be good.
I said some shit on here. Hold on. It's coming out soon.
I gotta get it unreleased. So we get it. So when shit get leaked, it be his fault. And he be like, why my shit leaked?
Nah, don't leak it. See, look. This is the tough shit I said.
That's hard. I'm gonna do it. I was happy to get it to you. All right, y'all.
That's a bar. It's like something you need 21.
You was talking over the other dude.
Who's that person yelling in the background of the song?
That's me.
That's him. That's what he do. That's all he do.
I mean, respectfully, like, I've been doing this so long, and everybody wants me to do it, so they must like it. They must like it. Somebody
Is it on your mixtape?
This is on Snoop Dogg's Gangsta Grills.
Also, okay. Yeah. You work a lot. You got a lot of projects.
I do.
You got a lot of plaques at the house.
I do.
Hey, you got an IG picture of all your plaques?
They're not all gonna fit in one picture.
Sure, I like it.
I appreciate that too.
I appreciate the sit down with you.
Love, good looking. You doing your motherfucking thing.
I want y'all to give a round of applause, DJ Johnny. Yeah. So I like to do something with you, so we can do something dope.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got an album or something.
That'd be fire.
How do you feel about debit cards? You got one?
I have a debit card.
You mind showing us front and back?
I do mind.
Okay. Got you. We almost have it, y'all. Almost fucking have it. All right, y'all. Give a round of applause.
Have you ever been jumped?
Yeah.
Have you? How was it?
Nah, I was gonna grab that photo. I wouldn't mind staying if I know I can get a quick 50,000 and get out.
50,000.
Yeah.
Scammers get $873 in old baby accounts.
How did you know this? If you had OnlyFans, what would you be doing? Eating chips and shit?
We reach our sexual peaks. The older we get, y'all reach your sexual peaks at 13. That's like an 8th grade. Basically, your grandma is busting crazy nuts. Meanwhile, your papa can't get up. You know what I mean?
I just had an interesting discussion with Christian Levin, CEO of Scott, to discuss how to combat climate change with the help of technology. If you're interested, tune in to ericsson.com.
You don't even look comfortable.
I am. I'm not thick. You wanna know who's thick? Him.
I'm sorry for that. Thank you.
No, don't be shy. Thick is the no end.
Would you ever go out with a thick boy?
No.
You have no chance.
I didn't say that. It's just no.
What's wrong with thick boys?
Not that I think they're very comfortable people.
Yeah, your type. Let's we gotta be careful. Nothing's wrong with them. But your purpose is your purpose.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah, it's nothing wrong with
yeah, but I'm saying now
big
that
guys.
you gotta watch.
No, absolutely.
Right, but then it's like a whole war. Thick guys coming at us.
Right. But I got a lot of thick friends.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah. But no, I wouldn't be in.
So, can you explain your name? Where it come from?
I'm hilarious, so it speaks for itself.
Is that the only thing you are?
No.
Why say just hilarious?
Because it started off comical on the internet. I was known for being hilarious, mainly. So
Now you know for a lot of more stuff.
mm.
So is it time to change your name? Can you be unhilarious?
Earn cashback that automatically adjusts to your spending with the City Custom Cash Card.
No.
Well, I'm saying anybody, not just you, but do you feel like you found somebody funny and you found out they weren't funny no more?
Yeah.
So you can get unhilarious.
There's people that do that. And sometimes people take a break from being hilarious. Sometimes they go back. Sometimes they don't.
So speaking of just like being hilarious, do you feel like when you think about cheating, it's okay for girls to cheat? It's like the same thing.
No. Being hilarious and cheating? No. Wait. No, it's not okay for girls to cheat.
Do you feel like girls can come back from cheating?
It depends. It depends on the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want to know your opinion. I actually just read a status and it says girls that got deadbeat baby daddies be the cool baby mama, but the active baby daddies got the baby mamas that just on their ass.
Well, I mean, not in my case. I mean,
I'm saying in the world, you know, you probably say like girls that be like, oh, I ain't tripping off him, he don't do nothing, I ain't got no more child support, but the daddies that want to be in a child life, they can stress them out.
yeah, I see that. I see that. That's not right. That's some bullshit, though. My baby mama don't do that shit right now.
Mm-hmm.
That shit is weird. But not with me.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. And he's active in my son's life. And I treat him the best. We like, honestly, it's a little weird, but we're family. We're like brother and sister. You know what I'm saying?
That's how it should be.
Yeah. He got 4 other baby mothers, and
So with him being y'all like family, when you're dating, do you feel like it's hard for them to accept that? Because they always think you gotta hate the people in the world.
Mm-hmm. That happened a couple times, but when I started dating grown men, they didn't care. They actually applauded that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not every day that you see a relationship, you know, a friendship, a bond that me and my son father got. Like, we co-parent well.
So it shows that you can keep a good relationship.
Absolutely.
It's like a good resume. So like if we don't work out, we can still be cool.
Absolutely.
So I can borrow money from you. If I don't pay you back, we can still be cool.
That's not what it is. I ain't loaning nigga money in like 7 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
Why not? You gotta start being unselfish.
Charity. I do charity. I don't loan niggas money. I do charity.
Who's your favorite rapper?
Oh, I have a few. Lil Wayne, Eminem, and Busta Rhymes. They're my top 3.
So you be in the car and you be like, cut that Eminem off. I feel business working.
I gotta get some more comfortable chairs.
It ain't comfortable?
You know, nigga, you don't even look comfortable.
I am. I'm not thick. You wanna know who's thick? Him.
I'm sorry for that. Thank you.
No, don't be sorry. Thick is no man. Would you ever go out with a thick boy?
No.
They have no.
Who took a plea today? Somebody took a plea. That's what I tell you. All right, we got some information. We stepping over to the YSL case. YSL. 6 defendants has taken a plea. Okay, Antonio Obama, Sumlin, has pled guilty to the violation of the RICO Act and other charges. Okay, let's read it. Antonio Obama Sumlin, who's 32, is the latest defendant to accept the plea in the widely watched RICO case against Young Thug and 27 others. Okay, so basically, out of 28, 6 of them have gotten out of there. Okay, so there's only 22 left. So there's a lot more dominoes to fall. The murderers, the niggas who did the shootings, and Young Thug, they're not gonna get the pleas. Okay, they're giving pleas to, and we're gonna see what he's accused of doing. You know, if these niggas are accused of doing a shooting, it's probably. Know what I mean? Anyway, prosecution accused Jeffrey Young Thug Williams, labeled Young Slime Life, of being a criminal street gang. Someone was a co-defendant named in the case. He's the 6th defendant in the past week to accept a guilty plea. The outlet reported he pled guilty to conspiracy to violate the Racketeer Influence and Corruption Organizations Act, 2 counts of conspiracy to commit a crime, and participation in criminal street gang activity, according to the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Someone was sentenced to 15 years of probation. Jesus Christ. Bro, since when is niggas just getting time served and 15 years of probation? Like, this sounds crazy, bro. With specific conditions set by the court. Among the defendants who have pled guilty so far is Sergio Gunnar Kitchens, Jeffrey Williams' brother, which is Funk. I guess his name is Aquatica's Greer. And, alright. Anyway, let's see. Y'all, let me see if I can pull up what this guy was actually charged with. Let's see if we can pull up. Okay. Here we go. We got the indictment once again. So this nigga's name is Obama. Let's see if we can find this name right here. Obama. Where is his name? Oh, okay. Antonio Sumlin. So let me just search Antonio Sumlin to see what the fuck he was accused of doing. Sorry, chat. By the way, we're waiting for the verdict to come down in Megan Thee Stallion and Tory's case. Antonio Sumlin. Okay, there he is. Okay, so okay, we see him here in a situation where it says defendants Antonio Sumlin and Jeffrey Williams, associates of YSL, appeared in a video released on social media captioned "Original Slime Shit," showing Williams flashing the YSL gang and signs with lyrics that says "Murder Gang Shit," YSL until we dead, and pale. We gotta get a video of this guy in court saying YSL was that. You saw that YSL till we dead? Murder gang shit. I guarantee he in court taking a plea saying YSL got end that. Fact. Okay, so he was in this video. Let me see what else they're accused of doing. Oh man, okay, the little burger. Defendant Antonio Sumlin, an associate of YSL, that committed felony offense of burglary in the second degree when without authority and with the intent to commit a theft herein, he entered an unoccupied cargo container of blah blah blah, located blah blah, in violation blah blah blah. Okay. All right. So he said he stole some shit. Defendant Antonio Sumlin, associate of YSL, did pose on his video of the plea. All right. Oh, we're gonna go ahead. Let me just read this. He posed for photo with the letters MASA, which is Make America Islam Again, while in Cleveland. You know what I mean? I wonder why the defendants don't correct the prosecutors. Now, it's not Cleveland, it's Cleveland, nigga. Right? And overt act. Okay, cool. So this nigga sound like he's, other than that robbery, it looks like he's a candidate. Did pose in a photo, yeah. Displaying tattoos that says YSL and slime for life on his right arm. YSL on his chest, slime for life on his right arm. I wonder if you plea out and you say YSL was empty, just cover those tattoos. Oh, here we go. Defendants. I like this. Defendants: Martinez, Arnold, Miles, Farley, Montavious Greer, Woody Lee, Spontaneous Stevens, Antonio Sumlin, and Jeffrey Williams, associates of YSL, did engage in conversation where Williams asked, by the way, I think this is from the phone that Young Thug had that got thrown out in evidence. From my page, I just posted 6ix9ine's. He posted some story posts. I reposted it for him. He said 15 years of probation for attempted murder and conspiracy. Laughing my ass off. This is news after Young Thug's co-defendant Antonio Sumlin, aka Obama, is down to 6 members to plead guilty and negotiate a plea deal. He worked to get Young Thug's permission to make a second attempt to murder YFN Lucci while in jail. He took 15 years probation. Okay? 6ix9ine asked, why is everybody so quiet? When it was me, everybody had something to say. He said, rappers all of a sudden don't got opinions because it's y'all friends. I ain't gonna lie, that's true. It is very true. Niggas do not want, niggas is like, yo, who tell it? Put me up, show me the nigga who told him, and I'm gonna call him out. Show me. Where he at? Who told? I can't see him. I can't see him. Who told? Like, come on, that's facts. Somebody said probation for, well, 6ix9ine said probation for attempted murder is crazy. He said people doing more time for smoking weed. Like, what? Hey, man. Salute to YSL, brother. Come to find out, YSL is probably the biggest cooperation gang we've ever seen in hip-hop. Everybody's copping a plea. You have to be honest. Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure they can still exist. I'm just thinking that YSL has to be done. Even if Young Thug gets out on probation too, if I hear another nigga say YSL after this shit, we gotta laugh at that person. This dude got probation for attempted murder. Somebody said, oh, there's more? Wait, oh, 6ix9ine posted some more shit. Really? No, it didn't. It is what it is, man. Let's go back to this. I got Chipotle upstairs, buddy. I gotta get that too. Holy. Oh, Lord God. Network. Damn, this is bad. Where is that?
Do you ever get the feeling people are incapable of not caring? People are amazing. I need to know that I have done one thing right with my life.
You still gonna be able to put the new locks in there with the 2-strand? Or no?
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay.
Understand that you need to abide in full by each of the terms of your negotiated agreement between you and the state. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
You also understand if you fail to do so, that may constitute a violation of your agreement.
Yes, sir.
You also agree that you'll testify truthfully about any and all matters in regards to this case if you are further asked in any further judicial proceeding stemming from the facts and circumstances in this indictment. However, you reserve your right to assert your Fifth Amendment privilege against self-incrimination. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. You also agree to testify as to the acknowledgments that you have made within the terms of the plea agreement. Is that correct? That's actual acknowledgments.
So, chat, what y'all gonna say now, man? Apparently, niggas is ready to tell the judge and the jury that Young Thug had plot to kill YFN Lucci. He was supposed to be the shot caller and he was supposed to pay. What we gonna say now, chat? What we gonna say now? YB and Fredo Band cool now? Yes, they are cool. Thank you for the gift. Yo, is that Thrasher Magazine? Thrasher Magazine with 10 gifted subs. Holy. Jesus Christ. I ain't gonna lie, I was about to get off stream, but niggas like gave 10 subs. I gotta game for a little bit. Somebody says, roast little baby. You might come to P reached out. He said, let's get on the phone. So me and P, we gonna get on the phone. I love P, okay? Let's get on the phone, brothers. Scar update. I don't have any big Scar updates yet. I don't. I mean, QC Pablo Caso, thank you for the thing as well. You know what's so crazy though? Yo, YFN Lucci's like gang or whatever has been in jail longer than YSL gang, and none of them have pled out. At least not to my knowledge. Maybe there was some pleas, I don't know. Or actually, Lucci can't get out. Lucci won't get out because they have Lucci tied to the murder. So there's a murder that happened. Let me give you the story. And by the way, you get to realize they're taking murder serious. Like they're charging everybody. So nigga, if you ever tattooed YFN, YSL, slime, nigga, if you ever even wiped your nose without a handkerchief, nigga, you're going to jail. That's what they're doing, right? Now, granted, they're gonna give you some sweet ass plea with like 5 years probation at least. Might be 10, as long as you never hurt nobody. But if you're involved in any incident that someone was hurt, you're going to jail for a long time. Now, the reason why Lucci's case hasn't been resolved is that Lucci, I don't know if I ever told you the story, so YFN Lucci was driving supposedly his Bentley truck, which is so crazy. Like, he's driving his Bentley truck, he's stuck with the homies, he had a bunch of shooters in his car, and he's stuck. Supposedly, YFN Lucci makes a decision to drive by his ops block. It's like, imagine you from O Block, you just bought like, I don't know, bought a Lambo truck and you drive through 63rd. You get me? It's like you want niggas to know, like, fuck that, I'm really getting it, right? You got some niggas in the car, and apparently the niggas in the car, we don't know if he ordered them to shoot, but they just started hopping out the car and shooting straight up the block. Niggas on the block, they not pussy. Those are the ops. They pull out their guns and they start shooting back at the car. Now, when I've been loose, I can imagine that nigga driving like GTA. But what ended up happening is a bullet hit one of the guys that was shooting at them. So one of them got shot, and apparently he almost died instantly, right? And allegedly what happened, the guy who got shot in the Bentley, or I think it was a Bentley truck, unless it was a Maybach truck, I think it was a Bentley truck. The guy who got shot in Lucci's Bentley truck, instead of even trying to bring him to the hospital, they opened the door and kicked that nigga out. You know what I mean? I keep telling y'all, all this gang shit don't seem too compassionate. Imagine y'all was just throwing up hand signs like gang for life, whatever for life. You get shot, niggas don't even try to bring you to the hospital. They open the door and kick your ass out. Now, a woman later said that when she was walking down the street, she seen a guy who wasn't yet dead. He was grasping for life, like he's about to die. She walks into the body. Lucci and left her. They kicked that nigga out. You know what I mean? You're not gonna bleed on my seats. You can't bleed in my Bentley, nigga. You know what I mean? It's all gang until you about to bleed in the belly. Guy get kicked out the whip. Sorry. Okay? Anyway, I'm not making fun of homie dying, but like this is what they accused of doing in court. So, yeah, essentially, obviously, Lucci nor the other people in the car didn't shoot the guy, but because the guy died, and they believe it's reasonable to assume that the people in Lucci's car started shooting first, the people who were in the houses or on the block that shot back, that was self-defense. And since it's self-defense, even though they killed the guy with Lucci and them get the murder charge because, again, in places like Atlanta, Texas, or Georgia, Texas, and Florida, if you are defending yourself and you kill someone, it's the murder charge don't go to you, it go to the people who started the bullshit. That's what Takeoff's killer's trying to do. He said, nah, I ain't shoot first. I was just shooting back after I seen niggas shoot over here. Takeoff just was caught in the misfire or caught in the fire. Granted, it seems like, according to police, his bullet may have killed Takeoff, but what he's gonna claim in court? Yeah, my bullet killed Takeoff, but I wouldn't have shot if them niggas ain't shoot at me, so I was defending myself. Takeoff was a casualty of my self-defense, which means the murder charge of Takeoff should go to the other people who started the shoot. We're gonna see that this guy with the murder, okay? Somebody said go to big. Let me put on that. Go to say cheese. Let's say she's got going on. So why is the self-defense ain't that easy to explain? Well, I'm just giving you the overall theory, and after the overall theory, they're gonna use that and try to figure out some proof. Okay, here we go. Yeah, already posted there. Yeah, Memphis rapper Big Scar allegedly has passed away. If you go to his Instagram, he's posted about 9-10 hours ago. It's leading me to believe this might be something violent. I'm hoping it's not, but unfortunately, it's just a sad situation regardless if he's lost his life. Okay? I see some people saying they're hoping it's fake that Memphis rapper Big Scar passing away. I have gotten messages from people in the industry that have confirmed such. They say he has passed away, unfortunately. I don't know what to tell y'all. I want to send my condolences. By the way, people who are questioning this, apparently his girlfriend has confirmed it. If you go to his page, Big Scar, number one, you're going to see a lot of comments probably under his last picture. Yeah, he has 2,000 comments under a tour picture already. But then if you scroll down, apparently this is his girlfriend that he posted. She's his album cover. He says on the thing, Big Champ, my best friend, just dropped Go Run It Up, and Heart, this is her name, IDL and No Love featured me. Well, I don't know if they're together because they keep using BFF, but she responded, love you, BFF. You go to her page, Go to her page and go to her story. Whoa. Is that a gun? Okay, alright. Well, keep going over. And about like 43 minutes ago, it says, I don't want to talk. Sorry if I don't answer. I just can't. It appears that he has passed away. All right. I know we're talking about a lot of stuff today, and I apologize. You know, I'm probably giving you guys a range of emotions. Somebody said acting so fed and so realistic. No, because I don't. Bro, do people still really just post? Again, I'm not saying, you know, a lot of people own weapons, including myself, but it's like, when I see gangster rappers posting guns, or people who are rapping about certain type of shit posting guns, I usually kind of feel like them guns ain't registered. So I'm like, yeah, y'all posting. Anyway, let me get off that. Somebody said, I seen YB that he's going on costume. I think that'll be dope. Young Boy and Kai. You know, I tried to hook up Young Boy and Aiden going on stream a while ago. If you don't know, Young Boy put out like this message. Young Boy, Kai stream. Let's see. Oh, never mind. I can't even find it no more. Yeah, right here. Yeah, I guess at the end of Kai's stream, he put up a message.
I didn't like Black Panther 1 because the messages were horrible. CIA agents were friends of the Wakandans. CIA agents were responsible for the assassination of nearly every major black leader we had in the 20th century. They made the Wakandans look selfish, like they didn't care about American Africans. They made Killmonger the symbolic representation of the African-American alpha male who was conscious. They made him into a killer and a disrespecter of African culture. I thought the themes in Wakanda were horrible. There was no romance, no intimacy, no love, no black woman with a child in the whole movie. Black Panther 1 was a political nightmare. Now let's go to Black Panther 2.
Oh shit.
And I'm gonna keep this brief. Let me say this. No disrespect to the Mexican community. No disrespect to the Mexican community. No disrespect to the Mexican community. You have a right to your own heroes, and Mexican children have a right to see their heroes in their own image. I totally support the right of Mexican children to see heroes in their own image. So respect to the Mexican community. With that being said, I did not take my children to see Black Panther 2 so they can watch Mexican superheroes whip the shit out of black superheroes. I'm saying that. And I don't care who looks like it. As far as I'm concerned, it was a total disgrace to watch a movie.
Yo, I kind of said the same thing about Black Panther 2. I said, man, this shit is too pussy for me, bro.
Where everything black children held sacred about the Wakandans was shown to be possessed by the underwater Mexicans. No, vibranium was supposed to be native to Wakanda. But Ryan Coogler and whoever else wrote that horrible screenplay gave the underwater Mexicans vibranium too.
How you calling them underwater Mexicans?
Insane.
Not gonna lie, that was crazy though. Like, nigga, how this whole time I thought only one place had vibranium? Now, underwater, they got hella vibranium.
Yeah, why? Made them as strong as the Wakandans. Why would you build up Black Panther as strongly as you did in the first movie, only to turn around and tear the damn thing down? The Mexicans were whipping our ass the whole movie.
That's facts. That is facts.
The Mexican leader, and I forget his name.
It's another pillow on the couch. Next to you.
And the Black Panther.
That is facts.
This movie is about Black Panther. Emphasis on black. Why are our children in the movie theater watching an underwater Mexican hero get more screen time than the black hero in the movie?
His expressions is insane. Nah, I ain't gonna lie. This nigga's a national treasure, bro. I ain't gonna lie. One day this nigga made me laugh so much, nigga. I almost donated to the school, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
College. Black Panther, as strongly as you did in the first movie, don't understand my analysis because you are a multiculturalist. You don't understand my analysis because you are a multiculturalist. Only someone in love with black people would understand my analysis. Only someone in love with black people would understand my analysis. It was a disgrace.
I love this thing. I got
And then I understand Prince T'Challa passed on. I understand Prince T'Challa passed on. I understand Prince T'Challa, but Ryan Coogler, can you explain to me, bro? Black Panther is the only major.
Blaze a nigga. Blaze a vampire body nigga. Nigga, I don't watch comics.
We're gonna fuck Blade up.
Bro, I don't. Blaze was that nigga. He was like, what's his fight? I don't read comics, bro. All I'm just saying, like,
He had a movie in the 90s.
bro, the movie was
You
so
haven't
bad.
seen Blade.
Bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. What's Shorty's name? That's a little sister, and I fuck with her heavy. Letitia, right? But nigga, she was too scrawny, nigga. You knew, nigga, even that suit could help her, nigga. Let's keep it up. B, nigga. That suit could help her, nigga. That Aztec nigga with the fucking wings on his foot was just beating her ass.
Hey, somebody said that movie is basically Latin Kings versus the GDs.
Nah, stop playing.
Nah,
stop playing.
Nigga, you know what time it is though, right?
What?
You gotta make Michael B. Jordan Superman, bro.
Yo, wait, Michael B. Jordan died in one of these joints? Huh? Wait, the nigga was Killmonger. Like, he can't come back. I like it.
Nigga, I said Superman. That's a whole different.
Nigga, we need a ruthless Black Panther, nigga. I'm tired of the bitch made shit, bruh.
Fuck, you want a drug dealer and superhero, man? Damn. Fuck.
Bruh, I ain't gonna lie. Even though I rock with that bald-headed chick who was like fucking shit up, who was the leader of the army, bro, we need like a nigga with like some type of it's a superhero movie, my nigga. Huh?
Talking about Jada Pinkett Smith?
No, nigga, bro, we need somebody who at least look masculine, like look like you would be scared of them in real life. Like, you know what I mean?
Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, all right, if they gave it to Meg, that'd be good. I know. You give it to Meg.
Meg could be Black Adam. Meg could be Black Panther.
What the fuck is Black Adam?
It's like a, I don't know, bro. It's a DC movie.
Is that like Hancock? Pause.
Super pause, but I think
it's that's a movie, bro.
He's like an anti-hero, right? In Shazam world. I don't know. He's like a buff, just a rock nigga. He's like a buff nigga.
Now,
somebody fucking else.
Pat, can you hear me, bro?
Apparently he got kicked off the that's AD.
Anti-villain? What the fuck is that?
What's good, nigga? Hey, hold on a minute, so it's smaller. Here we go.
More twists than a daytime talk show. I cannot believe what I saw this morning. Walking into court for the Tory Lanez trial, it's like we have another video bomber. Let me just tell you this. You're not a member of the jury, are you?
No, I'm not.
Okay. You have no interest in this case? You can be part of the update.
I have no interest.
All right, you want to be part of the update?
I do.
Oh my gosh, Juan was there. I nearly lost my shit. I ran out of court.
I fuck with him for that. He ain't trying to torpedo the case or nothing like that. Because if this was a juror, now they're going to be like, they're going to dismiss the juror, they're going to delay the case. He kept the G. You ain't got no interest in the case, right? You're not a juror, right? All right, come on, you fuck with one.
I was like, posted, Quan is there. This is the security guard. This is the only sober individual. They came.
Oh my god! I tell you, we have these family updates every night after we watch your videos.
Quan, the only adult in the room, the only individual who was not piss drunk that night, the driver. We were all expecting his testimony. Prosecution said that we want to put this trial off for 1 week because we've never met Quan. What do you think about that?
Interesting. Because why was he never interested?
Yeah, he was gonna sink them motherfuckers.
By police or prosecution?
They couldn't find him.
Okay.
So the prosecution says, hey, we couldn't find him. He's here now. We need a 1 week continuance of this trial. Tory's team goes, wait a second. What do you mean 1 week continuance? How could you possibly need a week? How about a shorter period? They say, no, we need a week. It's been on trial now for 7 days. You see the media attention, the hype around this case. We've already lost 2 jurors. We're down to only 2 alternates. In 1 week, who knows how many jurors will be left? The possibility of the jury being tainted. Ultimately, the decision was made to rest. The defense is rested. Closing arguments are going to happen now. We're going to get this case submitted to the jury for a verdict. A verdict will probably be issued tomorrow or Friday. What's your thoughts?
I think he's gonna get off. It's too much reasonable doubt. I came into this believing, looking at the information I did, he did it. After hearing all this and testimonies, I don't know. Was it Kelsey? Was it not? Was it Tori? Was it not? I don't know.
I don't know. All right, listen, more twists than a daytime talk show. I cannot believe what I saw this morning.
I'm running that one more time. Chat, hook, line, and sinker. That nigga Tory was trying to hit a logo 3. Yo, you know when you're already blowing a nigga out, pause, you up by 12, it's like 40 seconds left on the clock, nigga, and you could dribble out the ball and just give him one last possession, but you gotta add their respect. He was trying to hit a logo 3 with a hand like that and the MJ tongue out. You know what I mean? With putting the driver on the stand and the prosecution, yo, they panicking. Yo, we need a week, no, might be a month. Yo, we need some time. Holy.
Walking into court for the Tory Lanez trial, it's like we have another video bomber. Let me just tell you this. You're not a member of the jury, are you?
No, I'm not.
Okay. You have no interest in this case? You can be part of the update.
I have no interest in this.
All right, you want to be part of the update?
I do.
Oh my gosh, Juan was there. I nearly lost my shit. I ran out of court. I posted, Quan is there. This is the security guard. This is the only sober individual. He came.
Oh my God. I tell you, we have these family updates every night after we watch your videos.
Quan, the only adult in the room, the only individual who was not piss drunk that night, the driver. We were all expecting his testimony. Prosecution said that we want to put this trial off for 1 week because we've never met Quan.
No.
What do you think about that?
Interesting. Because why was he never interviewed by police or prosecution?
They couldn't find him.
Okay.
So the prosecution says, hey, we couldn't find him. He's here now. We need a 1 week continuance of this trial. Tory's team goes, wait a second. What do you mean 1 week continuance? How could you possibly need a week? How about a shorter period? They say, no, we need a week. It's been on trial now for 7 days. You see the media attention, the hype around this case. We've already lost 2 jurors. We're down to only 2 alternates. In 1 week, who knows how many jurors will be left? The possibility of the jury being tainted. Ultimately, the decision was made to rest. The defense is rested. Closing arguments are going to happen now. We're going to get this case submitted to the jury for a verdict. A verdict will probably be issued tomorrow or Friday. What's your thoughts?
I think he's going to get off. It's too much reasonable doubt. I came into this believing, looking at the information I did, he did it. After hearing all this and testimonies, I don't know. Was it Kelsey? Was it not? Was it Tori? Was it not? I don't know.
I don't know. All right, listen.
Yo, we need a bet site to take odds on Tory Lanez verdict. All right, people. Chat, didn't I tell y'all yesterday? Meg and her team are ready for the inevitable. They're huddled around saying, how do we survive this? How do we come back We got to put out an interview, a message, some type of thing, a rallying cry. We got done wrong. We got lied on. Blogs and other people were against us. They're still not protecting black women. Didn't I say that yesterday? That I said it when I was on with Malara. I said, Meg, right now, she got to be strategizing. I think the first part of the strategy is fucked up. They're trying to attack black blogs. That ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. That's not gonna work. Somebody said go to YSL court real quick. All right, Ben, we all over the place.
Offenses, so they all can be charged, convicted, and sent separately. And in fact, there is a statutory non-murder on most of the time is for safety of the public. So if that's what the statute was indicated or was enacted to deal with, and if you look at the preamble when they did it, it does say, we're in a state of crisis in terms of crime and other things, and that was the basis for them to enact the statute. So, good luck on that. But okay, but look, I can't, say enough that you're not representing your client, you're representing him well, and you preserved it for appeal. So you've done your job, okay? I'm sure that you'll argue that very well to our Supreme Court, okay? If and when it's taken up, all right? Anybody else? I saw saw some other people may want to get up. Mr. Hoover or anybody else before I rule? Okay, I know all of you adopt Mr. Menace's motion and his argument. Okay, all right. Ms. Rosenwasser, let me let you finish before I go ahead and rule. I think that you were going to talk with me a little bit about the issue of the duplicative counts as well as the constitutionality of the Georgia gang statute. Is that correct? And I think that will conclude, at least for the time being.
I'm going back again?
All right, listen. More twist.
You back again, huh? You back again?
Strand, it's not surprising. I don't think anybody, after hearing what the prosecutors had in store in terms of their questions for him, prosecutors mentioned music videos, rap lyrics, tattoos, prior arrests, prior crimes, prior fights, news blogs about his behavior. Once we heard that that's what they had in store, we kind of all understood that he's not going to expose himself to that. Couple that with the fact that there's huge questions about the prosecution's case. Their witness said she got out of the car, walked a few steps, couple seconds later looked over her shoulder, and there was Tory shooting at her. The eyewitness, who I have absolutely no reason to doubt, testified quite clearly that that never happened. Quite clearly, he said he stepped out on his Juliet balcony after he was awoken by shouts from two women yelling at each other. He observed their yelling escalate into a physical confrontation between two women. He observed a larger black man, the security guard, come and try to separate these two women. So none of what Megan said should be believed. During jury instructions today, the judge explained that if one of the witnesses lies about something significant, you should consider whether that witness is to be believed at all, given that they would lie about something so significant. And here, it is not only the witness lying about something very significant, it is the LAPD and LA County prosecutors never asking her, never checking, never questioning her credibility, and instead saying, oh, look at this person. Let's not question anything that she said. Tory's not taking the stand. It's not surprising. I don't think anybody, after hearing what the prosecutors had in store in terms of their questions for him, prosecutors mentioned music videos, rap lyrics, tattoos, prior arrests, prior crimes, prior fights, news blogs about his behavior. Once we heard that that's what they had in store, we kind of all understood that he's not going to expose himself to that. Couple that with the fact that there's huge questions about the prosecution's case. Their witness said she got out of the car, walked a few steps, couple seconds later looked over her shoulder, and there was Tory shooting at her. The eyewitness, who I have absolutely no reason to doubt, testified quite clearly that that never happened. Quite clearly, he said he stepped out on his Juliet balcony after he was awoken by shouts from two women yelling at each other. He observed their yelling escalate into a physical confrontation between two women. He observed a larger black man, the security guard, come and try to separate these two women. So none of what Megan said should be believed. During jury instructions today, the judge explained that if one of the witnesses lies about something significant, you should consider whether that witness is to be believed at all, given that they would lie about something so significant. And here, it is not only the witness lying about something very significant, it is the LAPD and LA County prosecutors never asking her, never checking, never questioning her credibility, and instead saying, oh, look at this person. Let's not question anything that she said. Tori's not taking the stand. It's not surprising. I don't think any... All right.
I just sent out a tweet, people. Problem. If you need any more assistance, nigga, we'll fast forward to your baby mama, nigga. She probably got some more words of encouragement for you. Let me see. Who's this guy?
Procedures are in there. I saw the articles.
Oh, Boys for Workers Live. Oh, we in it. I ain't gonna lie. I want to click on this page. Here we go. Bang. It's a chef. All right, Chef Morgan. You gotta start cooking food or this shit look undercooked. What type of black woman don't be cooking her food like that? Let me see. Oh, there's farm workers. Hang in there with me, chat. Lawyer for workers. All right, we in here. 21.
Let's get some people into this request.
I'm gonna have to join my boy. Y'all wanna join?
I don't know. Tell the baby to join. Everybody tag the baby. Get him in here. We want the truth. Tag Ben Simmons.
My boy Messi. I like it. Get active.
Well, Quan didn't testify. If you watch my videos, you would know that the
Tell him big actors in there.
defense was trying to get Quan to testify. The prosecution wanted a 1-week continuance. Tori said, I want this trial to end. I want a result. I'm not trying to wait a week and fucking maybe this shit goes left and we do this all over again.
Yep. Oh yeah, I mean, let's go.
What else you guys want to know? What can I tell you? So up next, what we have going on is, let's see, they're going to do openings. They're going to do the closing statement. The prosecution is going to do their closing statement. The defense is going to do their closing statement. And then after the prosecution and the defense do their closing statement, we'll have a chance to do a rebuttal. We got academics coming in here. See if they, I think it's going to add.
What's going on?
Yo, they gotta get me off this roller coaster, bro. I'm about to like let go of my lunch. Every day I walk in there and it's just twists and turns.
Hey, now man, we're in the end game now. This is good. Hey, let me ask you a question. I think that Tori was trying to pull a fatality move with Jaquan Smith popping out at the last day. Obviously, I think it's a good decision to not do the continuance and just say, fuck it, let's go to the jury. He already has the up, in my opinion. What do you think about the strategy of not introducing him earlier, though?
Wait, what'd you say about earlier? I just missed that last part.
What do you think about not having Jaquan possibly introduced earlier, even before Sean Kelly? Because theoretically, he would be more of a critical witness than Sean Kelly, who was watching it from maybe a bird's eye view, but 15 feet away, give or take.
Yeah, we wanted Quan. I think ultimately the way it plays out, the defense wasn't able to get him today. They got him today. Prosecution wants a 1-week delay. And the defense says, we like where things sit. We don't need this 1-week delay. We don't need Quan. Send it to the jury. That's where we're at. And like you said, bro, this is the home stretch. This is going to be done by the end of the day. The jury will then all go home, and first thing tomorrow morning, they'll start their deliberations and act. It's Christmas this weekend. They're going to start deliberating on a Friday in a case with fucking, I don't know what the hell has been said in this case. I've been covering it for 8 days. I don't know what to believe, right? So, I think it's going to be a quick deliberation. I think we get a verdict Friday afternoon.
Really?
Yeah.
And not that this has any bearing. And we've been watching, I've been posting your updates
here's one feeling that I'm definitely getting out of day based on this thing. Everybody agrees that it's a fucking circus, and at this point, when they hear those jury instructions and they hear shit about beyond a reasonable doubt and what that means and whose job is it to put on a case, and if it's a fucking circus, who has to take that L? And so my overwhelming feeling is that everybody, regardless of what they believe, everybody believes that this is a circus, and you have not clearly shown me beyond a reasonable doubt that this man assaulted her. That's what I think. I believe that firmly in my heart. I think there are some people who can definitely debate and argue about who shot who and who's wrong and who's right. But if you ask yourself, has the prosecution proven this case beyond a reasonable doubt, it's a circus, and the answer to that is resolutely no.
Hey, so this is what I thought going into today. I was very, I was wondering how the instructions to the jury would go down. Tell me more a little bit about that process. Prosecutor and the defense get to have any, input on even the wording, or is it just up to the judge?
It's pretty standard stuff. There's a big book, and they sort of pick from it based on what charges there are and what the case is. I mean, there's some stuff that they're going to read in every instruction, which is who has the burden of proof. What is the burden of proof beyond a reasonable doubt? What does that mean? That means that you have a firm conviction that's more likely than not that this is what happened. They talk to you about how to evaluate evidence. What is direct evidence? Direct evidence is if you look outside and it's raining, you can say that testify it was raining on that day. Circumstantial evidence. What's circumstantial evidence? Circumstantial evidence is somebody comes into your house and they got a rain jacket on and they're wet, and you didn't look outside, but you can maybe put it together that it's raining, and so you can testify on that day it was raining. I know that based on circumstances. So there's this very general shit that's going to go and get said that they hear all the time. And then there's the stuff about the crime. So you're going to hear stuff like he has to have had known that when doing the thing that he's doing, in this case, presumably firing the trigger, that it's going to result in an injury to Megan. And so if there's a struggle over a gun, can you prove that this man knew that he was letting a gun off to hit this person? I think, I don't know about that charge. So there's all those instructions. And then there's other instructions which are specific to the case. So there's an instruction about immunity. And then, prosecute the juries, the minds are turning in their heads, so you're going to hear the judge. The judge sits there and he tells you, you may have heard about people getting immunity in this case, and I want to tell you the differences in the types of immunity that exist under the law. There's use immunity. Use immunity means that the statements that you make in court cannot be used against you. And so the jury knows, okay, Kelsey got use immunity. There's transactional immunity. Transactional immunity means that you cannot be charged for anything that happened that night. And here, Kelsey does not have transactional immunity. And so the instruction basically explains to the jury that although Kelsey's statements cannot be used against her to charge her, she can still be charged for stuff that happened that night. There's the instruction about the defendant. You are not to take the fact that the defendant has not testified here to mean anything. It means nothing. You're not supposed to talk about it amongst the jury when you deliberate. The defendant has an absolute right to not take the stand. That is what he is doing here. That means nothing when you decide his innocence or guilt. So, there's this very general stuff, and then there's the stuff that's specific to the case. It's done in a sort of a neutral manner, but it also hits issues that for a juror are going to register. So they're just telling you immunity, but as a juror, you're thinking that, so that's kind of how that works.
Hey, so all right, so let me ask you, and I think this is why I was asking that question about the instruction, right? I'm going on my narrative, so I'm into my narrative and my theory. There's a struggle for the gun. If let's say Kelsey had the gun, she may have aimed at Meg, may have shot before. Tori grabs the gun. Maybe the gun goes up in the air, shoots a couple times. Both their DNA might be on it. It's kind of inconclusive, right? There's definitely GSR on both. What would actually be possession of the gun for Tori? If it's a struggle for the gun, is that possession of the gun? Could it be charged with discharging the gun? I personally think the aggravated assault, I think that's out the window. I think they can't prove that. But could they prove that he fired a shot? Sean Kelly did say he saw Tori fire the air, right?
That's right. And the question becomes, did Kelly say that he saw Tori firing the air on on his own, or was Tory firing in the air, or did Tory have his hands in the air and firing was going off when there was a struggle ensuing? And the testimony is not clear. And the problem is people like Twitter, right? And you can't tweet testimony. I'm sorry. I know people like to do it, but you can't tweet testimony. Tweeting testimony makes no sense. First off, it's hard to tweet testimony. It is, honestly, and I say this to anybody who's, it is or people reading, it is impossible to tweet testimony when lawyers do not present evidence the way it's supposed to be presented. And so when the judge allows lawyers to keep asking the same question 7 times, which should not happen, but it's happening in this case and it's normal, it kind of happens. But then if you try to tweet it and you try to tweet individual questions and responses as if that was what the testimony was, that is a thing said in the testimony. The entire testimony, like, you gotta watch it, bro. If you haven't watched it, you can listen to my commentary or somebody else's take on it, but you either watch it or you read the transcript or you accept the commentary. Otherwise, it makes no sense.
I swear to you, I just see Tory Lanez join the live. I swear. I swear. It says Tory Lanez join.
I see it. I'm not even touching that.
Probably not him. It's probably not him.
Should I do it?
Yo, it's probably not him. It's probably a rep.
Yo, I'm gonna do it. Let's see. Because this came up during the trial. There was a post, and the investigators like, look, there's a little blue check mark. That's how I know it's Tory. And I'm just thinking, yo, we just had this whole Twitter blue verified fake account bullshit, and now I've got the Tory Lanez check mark account in the live.
I can definitely attest though, like, one of Tory Lanez's associates controls his Twitch. Like, Tory doesn't even know how to log in.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go live with Tory Lanez. Let's see what happens. I don't know. I maybe he left. I don't know.
No. Hey, okay. No. So serious. So let's get back to it, right? What do you think constitutes, like, if so on a juror's perspective, you have an AC picture of what's happening. What constitutes? Okay, possession of the weapon. Because
that's a good question. I'll tell you, I didn't listen that carefully to the jury instruction on possession. I mean, I heard it. He basically said, first off, he said that he's being charged with possession of a weapon in a vehicle. There's no possession charge here. The only charge actually is possession of a vehicle. And it looks like the prosecutors are not trying at all to prove possession based on a tussle or even possession outside of the assault. The possession charge seems limited to this idea that the car was registered to Tory, the gun is found in the car, and so he had it. Now, I don't think the jury's going to go for that at all. That charge sounds dead, and I don't think the prosecutors give a shit about that charge. The 2 charges that I think that are in play are, did he point this gun and know when he pointed it that it was going to hit this person, or at least had the potential to hit this person, or 2, did he discharge a firearm with gross negligence? I think that charge is in play because there are some people who, like King Solomon, will want to split this baby, and they don't necessarily understand reasonable doubt, and they say, you know what, both of y'all look dirty, and they might take that lesser charge. I don't know what the penalty there is. It's a very, I think, way lesser charge, but it's in play.
If that charge wouldn't include, let's say, and again, we're going on these multiple theories that's floating around. Let's say, okay, 3 shots got fired by allegedly Kelsey, then allegedly Tory wrestles a gun away from her. She's going back to fight. He pops 2 shots in the air, right? Which is kind of like maybe Sean Kelly seen something like that, even though he said 4 to 5. But let's say he shot in the air. Would that be considered gross negligence and discharge of firearm?
That's a great question. I don't know. I do know that there's sort of 2 elements to it. I think you could get, I'm not sure here, I'm a civilian just kind of giving a guess. I think,
California.
Yeah, it's California, I don't know. I think, and it was hard to follow the instructions. I think there's a 2-parter to the discharge charge. One, it's just recklessly discharging a firearm. Okay. And then I think there's an enhancement with the possibility of great bodily injury. So I think there's no doubt that there's no great bodily injury. If you're waving a gun and shooting it in the air, it's not great bodily injury. If anything, it's, everybody needs to chill the fuck out, all right? Everybody calm down. I just got this gun off this maniac, and now I'm shooting shots in the air to calm down. But there might be a reckless discharge. I gotta tell you, the jury instructions, bro, I'm a whole fucking attorney deeply invested in this case. I can't imagine the jury understood the elements of the charges, because I've never really got it. I think you gotta sit down with the paper and break it down piece by piece.
Wow. So all that conversation about the bags, right? Was the guns in the bags? And honestly, coming into this, I thought the narrative was going to be the gun belongs to the security guard. That makes sense. That kind of does make sense, right? But after I noticed that they never talked about, oh, it's registered to so-and-so, that felt like a problem, like maybe stolen gun, maybe serial number filed off. Then we get to hear it's just an unregistered gun. Bodyguard doesn't testify. Do you think it's likely that the jury's gonna go with the, hey, maybe they did package one of these Louis bags in the back seat that eventually moved?
Yeah, I thought the gun being somebody else's is a bit of a losing argument until this piece of the bags being moved. EJ, Meg's stylist, assistant, whatever we want to call him, testified that I moved the bags from my trunk into the trunk of the SUV behind the third row. And we see in the pictures that these two bags, a Louis bag and like a metal roller bag. I think Rimowa makes the ones that a lot of people maybe knock off. Rimowa is the brand that you might be familiar with. So that Rimowa bag and the LV bag fed from behind the third row in the trunk of the Escalade to now in between the two middle seats. And that's weird as fuck, because nobody changed clothes. They were only in the car for only so much time. I'm not quite sure what reason or how those bags get moved from there in the middle. So that is interesting. It does lead to the credibility that the gun was in the bag and then the bag gets moved, and that's how the gun comes into play. But there's also the issue of male contributors' DNA on the gun. So I don't know that that's going to go anywhere. I think what this case comes down to for me, I just made a video about it. Meg said that I got out of that car, I took a couple steps, a few seconds later I looked over my shoulder and there was Tori pointing a gun at me and fired 5 times. Okay, great. An eyewitness came and he said I was woken in the middle of the night by 2 women fighting. I walked out onto my Juliet balcony. I saw their fight, their verbal argument. I'm sorry, he said, I woke up in the middle of the night to 2 women arguing. I walked out onto my balcony, I saw their argument escalate, and then they were engaged in a violent physical altercation with 2 women. I saw the larger man, Juan, the security guard, walk out and violently break up this altercation. Meg tells us none of that. Ryan Kelly told that to Detective Stalker. Ryan Kelly told that to the police. The LA County District Attorney knew that, and yet, and still, the police and the district attorney never asked Meg, hey Meg, you told us that seconds after you got out of the car, this guy's turning around and shooting. There's an eyewitness who tells us that you were outside of the car arguing, escalated in an argument, got into a physical altercation with Kelsey. Can you tell us a little bit about that? And to me, how does this case not end the moment we have that contradiction?
Okay, all right. So now, and I know certain people feel like I'm anti-Meg, but let me play devil's advocate, right? And then I want you to play the district attorney, right? Okay, say I'm Meg and I'm like, hey, listen, I was wasted that night, right? I only remember some of the things that are traumatizing. I might have fought, but I don't know. A lot of times when you're intoxicated, you're skipping through moments in that night. Say she's not, her use that info.
Listen, bro, a week and a half of this trial, and I truly believe I don't understand how you don't ask two women about the fight that the eyewitness saw. If a gun went off and a man denies shooting the gun, and your only eyewitness says that this all started with two women arguing, escalation, two women fighting, I saw it was outside my house, and you interview the victim and you don't ask her that. Come on, bro. How am I supposed to believe your investigation at this point?
And you were there and present for the federal trial for a young boy. What do you think is more of a shit show?
No, the young boy trial, that's federal court. The judge did a phenomenal job. The attorneys were, the attorneys were phenomenal. Young boy's attorneys were phenomenal attorneys. And the prosecutors, they were kind of like, the prosecutors, everybody wanted to get a go. It's like, hey, we got this big high-profile trial, let's give everybody a go. And so the prosecution's case in the young boy trial was a bit of a circus because it was unnecessarily complicated by all these attorneys having a go. But that wasn't a circus, that was a pretty clean trial, and it was very orderly run. This is a circus. Let's recap. We had a Hollywood starlet come in with VIP treatment that I've never seen before for a victim. The courtroom was flooded by media and PR and district attorneys who all seemed very much like they wanted to build the nicest, most warm environment for this victim to testify. We come to find out this victim should have been questioned as a suspect for crimes that night, but who cares, I guess. After the Hollywood starlet comes and testifies under all this fanfare, we get her best friend saying that she's not going to testify because she's going to take the fifth. And then they give her immunity, and then she testifies and apparently lies through her teeth all day, all night. The following day, we get an eyewitness who nobody knew. Apparently, this man was just 10, 15 feet away watching all of these events unfold. He testifies. Nobody can make sense of his testimony. Today, we get Tory not testifying. We get Quan coming. The twists, the turns, better than a Hollywood movie, man. You can't make this shit up.
Yeah, definitely a documentary has to come out of this. So yesterday, apparently, at the end of the day, right? I believe it's the DA, was it Alexander Bott? He was coming up, and he's getting bullied by the other dude.
Look, I don't know if he's getting bullied or not, but when you don't play your game, you start having little complaints. That man should play his game, and maybe he's not doing a good job of it. So he wanted to make a little record of personal insults that he felt were had. No big deal, nothing to see there. The judge really didn't entertain it. I thought it was childish.
All right, people. All right. Okay, he said I have to go back to court, and I go back to court. People! Chat, can we get a one in the chat if this is the best fucking coverage y'all could get of this shit, man? We've been going crazy, and I appreciate y'all for really sticking in here with me. Please let me know who else is live. Lawyer for Workers is Tory Lane's Instagram. Join the thing. Like, literally. Tory Lane's Instagram. I couldn't even fucking believe it. Imagine Tory on lunchtime just on his gram just kind of just fucking trying to watch the coverage his damn self. Okay. Let me know if anybody else is on. I know we usually go to Milagro. What happened to my man Dennis Byron? I thought I saw him in there, Mr. Dennis Byron. Has he been in court? Oh, look at my boy. My boy looking sharp in that suit. I see you in the rose. Oh, my boy did. Look at my boy. My boy Dennis Byron. Look, he took the picture with the double R. He moved his head to the side. Oh my God, my boy. That's my boy right there, man. Now my boy living it right now. You living it. Oh man, I'm fresh, man. I fucking yeah. I'm gonna send him something. I'm gonna send him some for real. I'm in my word, bro. Come on now. I love to show people love. You know what I mean? I love to show people love. All right, now I salute to him though, man. Salute to him. All right. Anyway, this is at name. You guys can follow and send us some love to. Wow, people. Somebody said I'm doing a documentary.
Into a firearm. They didn't have enough evidence to take it to Superior Court. They said they would give me a suspended sentence, 2.5 years. Probation. If I violate once, I got to do the whole 2.5 years.
So that's basically just a way to get people to cop out when they
Exactly.
don't want you to bro.
Exactly. It's just a way. It could be a way to cop out in whatever instant, but in this, they're using it like, okay, boom, we're gonna let you cop out something sweet, but we want you to testify when you ask to testify.
Do you condone what Gunna did?
Oh, gee, hell no.
Alright.
That's snitching.
Alright.
Yo, Anthony, do you condone what Gunna did? Yo, apparently, Thug gave the green light. Cool. Yo, apparently, no. I'm about to post this on my page. You know, AJ always says nah, right? This nigga named YSL Mondo, he says, just put up on the story, he said, I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about. I still don't smell that shit y'all boys did. Shit still ain't right. It's only 2 people. I can understand why they did what they did, but the rest of y'all boys folded like a lawn chair.
When you said that,
Yo, where did 2 people be gunning, nigga? No, he said 2. Yo, AJ is hilarious, yo. Nah, AJ is hilarious.
people is 2.
Yeah, it was 2 people.
It's probably some real civilians.
Bro, no, it's probably his brother. And I ain't gonna lie, it's probably that Walter Murphy nigga, bro. Nigga, why can't it be gunning? Or. Alright, you see, like, this nigga still like it. I'm actually, why can't it be gunning?
That nigga Mondo.
Nah, what about the one that was making the clothes, that was making the slack clothes?
I think ain't that Lil Miles?
Because he told him the shooting. When SB did the shooting.
Yeah, he was in the back of the car.
He was in the other car. He said the shooter was in the Audi. That's what SB was driving.
I'm glad.
I don't think he didn't get out yet because he's still caught in with the murder. They're trying to get him to be dropped from the murder because he said he ain't know the murder was gonna happen.
I'm just happy I gave my life to God, because these niggas is rap, bro.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I low key like shit like this is important. Shit like this get put on blast for all the kids watching this shit. They just think this shit weak. Like, just put this shit in with.
These niggas is really
Yo, hold on. I know y'all be thinking this is all jokes, but as much as y'all, like, sometimes be a lot of truth in a lot of jokes. That's why my nigga Charleston White say he makes sure anytime he know at least 2 crimes that if he get locked up for some shit, he might have to tell about a murder from '86. Feel me? Yeah. These YSL niggas, they probably know about 5 crimes that they can get out with. Bruh, I'm just trying to tell you, yo, niggas was acting like just Charleston White was just Randall from Recess, the biggest snitch. Bro, the gangsters doing the same thing too, bro.
I honestly think he be trolling, bro.
Nah, I think that nigga's serious, bro.
Nah, he told me he told me the same shit, bro.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you.
He told me the same shit, bro. If he really was for real, I could have got locked up, bro.
I know he's has the potential of being a great comedian, because this joke makes a lot of sense when it's funny too. And he said, he's like, listen, there's a difference between, I think he said, telling, snitching, and getting something straight. He said, me, I'm just telling. He says, I will just volunteer some information. You don't gotta ask. He said, a nigga who's snitching, he's trying to get out of some shit. And then he said, and then there's another way. He said, it's the getting something straight part. He said, nigga like Gunna, he just was getting some shit straight, nigga. He wasn't really telling.
So you agree? I think we need a 2022 definition of snitching.
Bro, the streets is
I feel
over.
like-
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I feel like
Ain't no street
I feel like it'll be get something straight if Gunna wasn't a game member, he didn't do nothing, he just got wrapped up in some shit that he just wanted to be a rapper.
There you
He
go.
just got wrapped up. That's get something straight because you really didn't sign up for this shit, but at the same time, you know what you're doing. So
Wait,
you
hold on,
did
hold
sign
on.
up for.
This is right here.
I tried to tell them niggas there's a difference between snitching, telling, and getting some shit straight. Hey, sound like Gunna just got some shit straight.
This is what it is, man. Nah, AJ just tried to go to a Gunna concert. AJ, listen, I don't care that he told. I'll still go check out this concert too. I fuck with him.
Hey, I got a question for you.
What?
You know how you be saying like you a civilian, so you don't gotta worry about that?
Yeah, I got it.
Say like you had some problems, right? And then like you had one of your homies handle it or whatever. And then you know they end up getting wrapped up. Or you got wrapped up. And they was asking like who did it. Are you telling to go come home?
Okay.
Or you
That's a great question. I've always been said this. Rule number one, do your crime by yourself. Nobody can snitch on you but you. Do your crime by yourself. The moment you say you got your homie do it, you going with your homie, prepare for one of y'all have to tell. You know when you get locked up with a nigga, they isolate y'all, they put y'all in different jails, you're not seeing each other. Doubt gonna come in your mind, they're gonna start telling you your man's lying on you. Oh, you know your man said it was your gun. Like they're gonna start, bro, I'm telling you. First rule of business, you try to do some shit and not get caught. Do it by yourself. Do it by yourself. They don't got no mind reader shit. What they gonna do? Be like, oh, we know, we seen you texting the homie while you were figuring out the crime. Nigga, you ain't got nobody to text. It's just you. So for me, if I wouldn't do it, I would get somebody to do it.
For sure.
Now, granted, let's say it just happens to be another situation, right? I don't know. Say it's we go out, it's a full-on street fight or something happens, or somebody try to do something to me, and my man step up, and my man's motherfucking, you know what I mean? Again, we're all involved. Like it's a melee. And my man do something that's kind of also protecting me or protecting us, and basically, I don't know, it could have been like a fight that went wrong. Nigga, in that, like, you owe that person some loyalty. So, of course, you shouldn't be taking no plea to point them out. Do you get what I mean? Now, granted, I wouldn't do this, but let's say I'm going to go rob a bank, and it's me and my 3 homies. Now, I wouldn't tell. You get what I mean? But I really, nigga, I always say this, niggas are as loyal as their last meal. If you ain't feed them last, expect no loyalty. You think, bro, I'm telling you, y'all niggas be acting like y'all trust y'all mans. I bet y'all won't leave y'all bitch around y'all mans for more than 3 hours. How much you trust your mans? So now, if you won't even trust your bitch around your mans, now y'all locked up and y'all facing 20. And they're playing with your man, like your man's is a 2-time felon. He can't go down no more. It's incentive for him to tell on you. Bruh, I think when you introduce another person it's too sticky, bro. If I was going to do a crime, I would take my chance, don't. I wouldn't even tell nobody about it. I'll disappear off the grid, we'll try some shit. And, nigga, at least I can have some plausible deniability, nigga. We're not plausible deniability, but like, what happened? Kyrie, you sounded crazy. Is that Kyrie?
The biggest crash out is usually the first nigga to snitch. I said the biggest crash out is the first one to snitch.
The biggest what?
The biggest crash out is usually the first.
So what is that? First person to snitch. Biggest crash out is.
Yeah, this nigga.
Don't give a fuck about nothing.
Bro.
Yeah, you really can't put that snitch past nobody, bro. I just seen people who you expect to snitch who don't live the street like that off didn't snitch just because it was against their morals. And I done seen people who was the most savage tales. So like, you really can't put this shit past nobody.
Yeah, and also
That's a fact right there. Because I done seen somebody when I went to my first prison. He was from Miami. They had fucking investigators coming to the prison asking him about murders. He allegedly had caught 3, 4 of them shits. The second that he got put into a dorm, everybody thought he was gonna be some super savage. The second he got put in the dorm, he broke it off and was getting extorted.
And also, sometimes what happens with crimes, it's like niggas play by ear too. Like, for example, this, right? Okay, y'all all gonna do a robbery, right? You and 4 of your niggas, right? You the getaway driver, right? It's happening right now in the X case. Shit was happening with the TK case, right? So you got the getaway driver, you got one nigga who's like a lookout, you got 2 niggas who's going in. Your man's, both y'all got a handle, right? Cool. Y'all go in there, whatever. Like, your man's kind of wild, like, yo, give me this shit, blah, blah, blah. He end up shooting the person, killing him, okay? The nigga who's in the car, remember, all y'all get charged for murder. Y'all all got charged for murder and attempted robbery, right? The nigga in the car now, when he get down to the station, he you know the first thing he gonna say? Man, I ain't signed up for no murder now. Man, I only came here to rob the nigga. Like, that's the first way, nigga, even take I didn't say take a snitch though, but he would say that in court. Yo, yeah, when they ran into like, somehow, so like a wing, like it wasn't in the plans to kill the nigga. So it's easy to get a nigga to snitch, be like, yo, no, we agree with you. We know you was only the getaway driver, but you was only ready for a robbery. How about we give you this right here? We'll cut you this plea. And by the way, they did that to the people in TK's case. We'll cut you this plea. All you gotta just tell us, you gotta be willing to get on the stand and identify who gave y'all the gun, who was in the car, who was sitting where, how y'all planned it, where y'all planned it, and after they came out of the house, where you drove them to. Oh, word? I only get this amount of time? Niggas gonna tell, bro. Somebody says that Milagro is tweeting. Oh, that means.
25 subs in it, bro.
Huh?
Some nigga dropped 25 subs.
Really? Who?
His name's Enzo. He dropped like 40 the other day.
Oh, shit. Big baller. I'm gonna take mine in a second. They found Justin. Too bad we're doing closing statements. Let me see who dropped them subs.
It was Enzo. He Rock Nation.
Yo, so long. So let me ask that question to everybody who was talking about it, right? So in that situation, in that situation, you don't think somebody would tell if the getaway driver, he ain't think y'all was gonna do a murder, y'all clap somebody now, he's charged for murder. They're giving him a nice plea to say, bro, we'll just give you an accessory charge or some dumb shit like that. And we're gonna act like you were ignorant to the murder going on, but you're gonna tell us everything about the niggas planning the murder. You don't think niggas about to tell, bro? Because you know what that nigga's gonna say?
That's what you're speaking on is the felony murder law. So if you commit a crime and somebody gets killed in the process, everybody that was part of what happened gets shot with that murder. Even if the police shoot into y'all's getaway car and your homie get killed, you're gonna get charged with your homie's body because you were part of that crime. So they use that type of shit to hit a motherfucker with a life sentence of 30 years. And of course people gonna tell. There's very few situations and shit like that where people ain't telling. You know what I mean?
And people be so stupid, they'll go in there and be like, he didn't kill him. I mean, I didn't kill him, I just held around, not knowing like you just cooked yourself.
Yeah, you got a lot of people that'll tell on each other too and still be cool with each other.
Yeah.
Shit, and by the way, you know, this is why it's horrible to be a street nigga. Let me bring y'all back to Chicago. So in Chicago, everybody know the case of Rondo and C-Day. You know, Rondo, I believe it's Rondo or maybe C-Day. One of them goes into court and say, yo, yeah, I was there robbing them, but granted, it was 2 of them there robbing them. 2 of them hopped out of a car, ran to rob some nigga who was driving a cab.